Shout out to Dr. Tap, Josh Ferronti. Anyway, this is a rather interesting monologue, or it's a discussion actually, but it's very interesting statements via Victor Davis Hanson, and this goes out to my buddy Tom. You know who you are, and we talked about this last night. And I think Victor Davis Hanson is just so good at taking the 700-page treatise or dissertation, and you speaking for 25 seconds as to the major points of that.
They really inflamed Israel justifiably in a way that we had never seen it before, and they've woken up.
When Victor Davis Hanson says they, he's talking about Hamas and well, Hezbollah also, but mostly Hamas, because right now that's Hamas, the terrorist organization, or the place called Gaza, which is a terrorist state, you know, broke into Israel and raped, pillaged, plundered to the extent that it was pre-civilization. So he's talking about this right now, and I think he does a very good job.
And the reaction is going to be exactly like the Yom Kippur, except to the nth degree. The second thing is that Joe Biden is not leading events. He's being driven by events. And they have 100,000 rockets, I should say, in Lebanon, does Hezbollah. If they get full of themselves and they send, I don't know, 5,000, 4,000 at the U.S. fleet, perhaps one might hit it. A lot might hit it. But they don't understand that there's no patience with them anymore. There's no restraint on the United States.
So Victor Davis Hanson is alluding to an us and them. The us, so far, I don't know about Canada. Under Justin Trudeau, I don't even, that's a socialist state. So, but I do think the Canadians will come around. I pray. Now, then we have the Falkland Islands. Oh, sorry, I missed a big country. There's the United States of America, and there's Australia, there's New Zealand, a little bit in South Africa, and of course the Falkland Islands. And then there is England, and then there's Western Europe, because England won those wars. I mean, that's what Western culture is right now, is the remnants of Victorian culture.
And I don't think Hamas understands that this is the first time in our lives, John, that there's no restraint to speak of. I know Joe Biden will go over there and he'll say, do this and do that and do that, but he's not going to stop this righteous retribution of Hamas. Their original plan was to go in and take 100 or 200 captives, which in itself would be a coup, and kill some soldiers. But in their bloodlust, they not only killed over 1,000 civilians, but they desecrated, mutilated their bodies. They attacked women and children. They burned them. It was pre-modern. It was pre-civilizational. Reminded me something of what Bernal Diaz in his account of the Aztec human sacrifices, the mutilation. And then Hezbollah is talking, and Iran is talking, and beating their chest, and tomorrow is supposed to be a day of reckoning, but they don't understand that they're widely despised in the Western. Europe is sick of them, and Europe is clamping down on their own unassimilated immigrant Muslim populations, and we are getting very angry at ours. You have a problem as well in Australia. And I think there's no patience anymore.
That's food for thought.